What's the movie? Have you seen that Anchorman? Is it 3? Oh no, it's Wayne's World where it's 3.
It's you.
Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 3 of the Show Me Rodeo podcast with Trevor Seeley and Collin Nichols, your host. Today, that's what you're going to learn about is Collin Nichols and Trevor Seeley, your two hosts. Our first two have been more about round bull riding space, and this one kind of will be too, and we'll transition to that, but kind of let you guys know more about us as individuals. We've kind of gone into our background a little bit, just I guess just basic stuff, like things that you and your friends should know of each other, or I guess if you like know your friends, because now we're your friends, so something like that. But yeah, I'll get it started off. These are like kind of simple rapid fire questions, and then we'll get into some other ones. Oh, before we start, look at this. Oh, got some new Show Me Rodeo patches. I have had over like 10 people on TikTok already message me saying they want to
Thank
buy some. And we only have 10
you.
patches. So we might have to work on getting a website or something going up to get these out. Maybe sponsor some athletes or get some hoodies, get some shirts made if we got enough people. I also had someone message me. This is cool. Then we'll get into the rapid fire questions. I didn't tell you. I was going to tell you this on podcast because I don't think I told you over text just to see what your reaction would be. I had someone message me, and they're from Australia, and they listened to the first 2 episodes. I was like, oh,
That's
that's pretty
pretty good.
dope.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
awesome.
sweet. We got
Well, it's like
nation
Kai Hamilton probably
worldwide.
brought a little like bull riding to Australia, like made a little hype out
Oh, I'm
there.
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I've heard. Yeah, it's pretty big out there. It's just, just a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Where I guess everything's different around the country,
It's
but
just like I was just thinking of that the other day because one of my guys that I work with is going to Japan. And it's like, dude, that's so weird just thinking about like living there or living in Australia, what that's like. But anyway, side conversation.
yeah, I was thinking about it because like I'm prepping for like the World Cup to come to Kansas City for work because I'll be in Kansas City for work for the World Cup and how many foreigners and just how different the culture is,
Yeah.
but all that soccer madness,
Soccer. Football.
football. All right, rabbit question number 1: what is one of your biggest pet peeves that you see from random people, and then also a pet peeve that your spouse does?
Oh god. Wait, let me see. Make sure she's
Without
here.
getting without getting in too much trouble.
Dude, pet peeve. Okay, there's a pet peeve that my wife does. It's easy. She's probably got a million on me. But I like when we get each other's toothbrush ready. Whoever starts brushing their toothbrush or brushing their teeth first gets the other person's toothbrush ready. It's just something that we do. Like you put toothpaste on it and put it on the counter.
So like there's just it's just toothpaste raw just on the toothbrush.
Toothpaste, yeah, and that's what she does. I wet the toothbrush. I have to have the toothbrush wet when I brush my teeth, right? So when
Okay.
I like put toothpaste, when I get my toothbrush out, I put it under the sink, get it wet, and I put my toothpaste on. And then I do both of our toothbrushes. I set her toothbrush down and I brush my teeth. Usually she's doing like in the other bathroom, she's doing some like weird stuff with her face. And then when she does it, she doesn't wet it and she just leaves it on the counter. So I always go to grab it and I stick it in my mouth and I'm like, you didn't wet it. She's like, yes, I did. I'm like, no, you did not. I could tell. And it's like my biggest pet peeve. I don't know why. I cannot brush my teeth without like a smooth, wet toothbrush. That's
I've
my pet
never
peeve
heard
for my
of a
life.
couple doing that. That's
Yeah,
unique. That's
it's
unique.
interesting.
Do you have a pet
Yeah, I
peeve
don't
that
know.
you
It's just,
see out in public?
mm, dude, one of my biggest pet peeves is going to Walmart because people have no social awareness.
Mm.
No social awareness. Like, just be courteous of other people. Be aware of your surroundings.
I
That's
think that a
one of
lot
my
of that
pet
has to
peeves.
do with social media. Think about how many people you see in Walmart, and that's probably their first interaction with other like actual humans
Humans all
that
day
day.
or week.
Isn't that crazy? But I'm gonna go into my pet peeves because it kind of transitions straight off of that Walmart. My public pet peeve is people not putting their carts away.
Oh yeah.
Like when
Oh
I
man.
see people at like grocery stores and I see people at grocery stores and they just set their cart over by their car or like they pop it up on a curb. It bothers me so much. Like it literally takes 10 or 15 seconds out of your day. Get some steps in, just put your freaking cart away. So if you're listening to this and you don't put your cart away, go put your cart
Shame
away.
on you. Shame on you.
And
Stop
then
listening.
I guess my spouse pet peeve. We talk about this all the time because she just did it today too. So, and I'll little backstory, I guess. So my house like growing up is we drank water out of the sink all the time. Like we didn't have Britas or anything back. We just drank water out of the sink. That's what we did. My wife, her house, she had a sink and that was basically just for like washing dishes, and then she had like a separate knob to get well water out of that they drank. So it's like kind of two different faucets, I guess. So at their house, even when I go over there, their faucet, it was always on like the spray mode, like the cleaning mode. So in our
Uh,
house, I still drink sink water, but my wife will not because she has a Brita, and so she uses it to clean the dishes with like the spray mode, like the high powered. But she won't switch it back to like the regular faucet. So I go put a cup under it, and I'm like, and it goes everywhere, and I'm like, nah! And she knows it, but she still can't figure. That's my pet peeve.
what do you think? Mine was easy, dude. I'm sure yours was too. I just wanted to be heard, you know? Like my pet peeve was easy. I would be related with. But no, what do you feel like your wife's pet peeve is of you?
Oh, I know it. So it has to do with with water again. And I am guilty of this. I do this all the time. So in the morning I take creatine, and at night I take my medicine, and so I always have like a glass of water. Well, for some reason, I always leave like if this is the glass here, I always leave like this much water in it. And
Mm,
you might have even seen it when you're at our. And I just like set it on the counter for like the next day, and it will just sit there with like an inch or two
that
of
much.
water, and it makes her so mad.
Mm.
So I try to do better and like actually drink all of it, but sometimes I just don't need it because I'm just using it to like take my medicine or my creatine, so I'm not like actually drinking the water. So I always leave a little bit. And that makes her mad.
Man, I feel
What's
like a
yours?
horrible husband because I can't even think. I've been thinking this whole time.
Oh,
And I'm
yours is
like, hey, I
perfect.
must have a big ego to think I don't have anything that I can think
It's
of.
perfect.
Just I could go bring her up here and she could rapid fire probably. What is
Mm.
her pet peeve of mine? Hmm.
What's what's her favorite meal that you cook, or what's your favorite meal you cook?
What's my favorite meal that I cook or that she
Yeah,
cooked? I
that
mean, I
you
like
cook.
steaks. I like my steaks.
Now, does she
I've got
like
it
your
down.
steaks as much as you like your steaks?
I think she does. Yeah, she tells me like most of the time we go to a restaurant, like we're grading it compared to my steaks.
Yeah, we do the
So
same thing.
I'm like, this we paid $40 for this. We could have got this at home. I could have made better at home.
I know I will not. Will I shouldn't say I won't, because actually Texas Roadhouse for the money, pretty dang good steaks.
Oh
Hot
yeah,
take,
I'll
like
agree.
as a chain restaurant, pretty dang good steaks. But like
Yeah.
anywhere else, I will not order steak. 'Cause I'm like, maybe it is my ego, but I'm like, I can cook this way better at home.
Yeah.
But it's also like I get to choose the cut of meat. I get to choose what seasonings I put on it, and I
You
feel like
want to know
sometimes
something?
too, especially at Texas Roadhouse, you ask for a medium rare steak, and they always overcook it. And I guess that's because like if you undercook it, they get somebody sick. Like they don't want that. But
I don't think you can get sick. As long as it's warm, it's red meat. You're
that's
fine.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
You're
that's what I'm
fine. Don't
saying.
be a baby. You definitely did not drink hose water if you're getting sick by a red meat steak.
Yeah, no
But
kidding.
I had my question. I lost it. What was it? Totally lost it.
I
Next
had
thought.
one. Okay, so do you have a good two truths and a lie?
Two. Oh, okay.
We were talking about this at my gym the other day because I've said something, and they're like, "No way, that's true." And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "That'd be a great two truths or a lie."
Mm. Well, let's hear yours first, and let me see if I can guess it. And
Okay,
I'll
I
think
have
of
to
one.
remember. Okay, what were the three? Because I had two different ones, and so I'm trying to make sure that I get the right ones in order. Okay, here we go. All right. You'd know that one. Um, see, that's the problem is you know almost
Well,
all of
I'll
them.
know it, but
Okay.
maybe the audience definitely won't. We'll give them like a
All right. Here
chance to
here
think about it
here's
before I
my
answer.
two here's my two truths and a lie. Okay. I've played football in multiple NFL stadiums. I know the entire Hamilton play soundtrack by heart, and I have my private pilot's license.
Mm. Okay, I know
Yeah,
the private pilot's license is the not truth.
that is not true. But if some people do know me, like, so my great grandfather had his like his pilot's license. My grandpa actually flew like Muhammad Ali and Usher, like he flew private jets. My dad had his private license, and so some people like that I've talked about that before. They're like, "Oh, he probably has his pilot's license," but I don't. At least not yet. I want to one day.
Yeah, I don't think I have like as cool of ones as that because that's a good way to like word it. Like the NFL stadium, like I played in two.
Yeah, I say
And it wasn't
multiple
in the
because
NFL,
some people are
but
like there's no they're like, oh, maybe on the off chance you played in one, but I played in multiple
yeah,
because when I played for Junior Trojans, we played in the Ram
yeah,
Stadium, and
yep.
then I for an All American Bowl I played in the Houston Texans Stadium.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that part, but I
Yeah,
figured that part was true for sure. Especially here in
I
the
never.
last one, I knew that one wasn't true. I knew your grandpa had his
Yeah,
pilot's license. Let me think if I can come up with one real fast.
and then
We
what
cut
was the
out
other one? I
the.
had. Oh no,
Go
you
ahead.
go. You go.
I
You go
was just saying
first.
we can cut out the silence, but
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna.
Okay, I got
You
another
go.
two truths and a lie. What was okay? I've tased somebody. So those that don't know, I'm a police officer, state trooper, or whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. So I've tased somebody. I was shot at before I was a cop. And then what was the third one? Ah, crap. Can't remember what my third one was. Hmm. It was something outlandish too. I can't remember. Oh well. I've not
Dang,
tased somebody though.
really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is wild because my brother, who's now a new police officer, he's already tased somebody.
Already seen
But
somebody. Huh.
it's just the difference between state highway patrol and then a city police officer. They go to more domestics and stuff like that. But
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just make it up on the fly. I have one.
all
So
right,
you probably know all of these. Well, the few ideas I have. But I got hit by a semi.
okay,
I've flown on a private plane multiple times.
okay.
And now here's my truth or my lie. You don't know. I've won a rodeo.
Hmm. Well, that one has to be true. You're one of the best bull riders in the world.
Exactly.
Uh, I'm gonna have to go with number three. I do remember you get hit by a semi. That was
Yeah, that was
wild. That
fun.
sucked.
I fell asleep driving. But yeah, I've never obviously I've not been in a rodeo. I'm nowhere near qualified and will not win a rodeo. It's still funny to me all the people that are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna enter a rodeo," and someone doesn't
Dude,
show up.
okay. So, yeah, actually, this might go straight from our quick get to know us into that kind of stuff. Maybe we can go back to it. But I had on here, um, what did I have? Hold on, let me look at my phone. Because I
I
have,
can read a DM. Let me.
what is the biggest mistake you see people when trying to get into bull riding? Because I've had multiple people DM me be like, "Oh, I just signed up for a rodeo. Like, what should I do?"
Yeah, I think that's the biggest mistake. Like you're not prepared. You might not even have gear. They don't understand. Like they're not like people just get on a whim and they want to do it and they don't put in any legwork or effort to actually figure out how to do it. And they're just like, I'm just going to show up at a rodeo. Well, one, you're going to piss people off in the rodeo community because you have no idea what you're doing, and they're there to run a show and put on a rodeo for competitors, other than just you and probably other than just bull riders, right? So there's like it's so stupid. I don't know. I think that's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like
I
name anybody. I had somebody message me and I kind of told them how I felt, right? But like they messaged me wanting to know how to get into bull riding, and I always tell people I always recommend this. We've talked about this before, so we're not gonna hammer into the dirt, but we both recommend going to a school for your very first time. They provide gear, coaching, all that kind of stuff. If you can't hit up a practice pen, find somebody with gear. But they told me like, oh, I just signed up for this rodeo. I'm like, okay, and they're like, well, they're gonna provide gear, right? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, do you think someone would let me? Because I've like, if you go to a practice pen, depending on where you're at, someone's maybe cool enough to
probably
let you lose
yeah.
your gear. Like, if I had somebody it was their first time, I'd let them use my gear. Like, I don't care, right? But if I'm at a rodeo, I'm there to win. And with all due respect, I'm not gonna let you use my gear at a rodeo.
Yeah.
And I like to think I'm a very very nice guy, but at a rodeo, and I don't know this yet because I haven't been to one. Got my first one this weekend. But like, at least for me in any other sport that I ever played, is like I have to flip switch. I can't be worried about anybody else at that point. Like at rodeo
It's like
schools, I want to watch everybody. I want to see everyone do good. And when I get to rodeo, I still want everyone to do good, right? Because I want to beat people at their best. But I'm not going to be worried about what kind of equipment you are using or if you have all of your equipment with you because I have to worry about me, right?
it'd be
So
like
you're going
someone
to make
showing up
people
to a
mad.
football game and then being like, "Hey, you're on offense of the opposing team. I'm on offense of the opposing team. Like when you're out, let me borrow your cleats."
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Like, hey, I forgot my
You
cleats.
just
Can I
say,
just
"We'll switch
use
back."
yours? Well, while you're not playing, like, no,
Yeah.
dude. Because like the thing about a practice pen, you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go. I'm like, if you go to a rodeo, and even if you do find somebody that's going to let you use your gear, what happens when you get drawn right after them?
Yeah.
At that point, you don't have time to okay. Well, now let me see your bull rope. Take your vest off real quick. You just don't have time. So you're going to make people one watching the rodeo mad because if they're taking a bunch of time, people are impatient. You're gonna make the association mad. You're gonna make the stock contractors mad. You're gonna make the bullfighters mad, and you're gonna make the other bull riders mad. And you're just gonna start building bad relationships right away, and it's just not worth it. Like, and I get being that young person. I think my camera paused again. I get being that young person that wants to. It goes head in first and actually get to it and learn and like want to do something because you want to do it. But I don't think just signing up for a rodeo is gonna get you there. You know?
Yeah. Cool. I want your hot take on this because and I want like an honest opinion. No, like, oh my god, you're my friend. I don't want to embarrass you on this podcast. But did you see my Snapchat where I posted like, hey, I might like, if anybody's interested, create a workout program for bull riding. Did you
I
see
don't
that
think I
story?
saw it. No, I
Cool.
haven't been on Snapchat much besides when I text
No,
people.
it was on TikTok, but I had a bunch of
Oh, it
people
was on
message me like,
TikTok. No,
yeah,
I haven't seen it
I'd
yet.
be interested in doing that or like buying it. I had another kid, which he's a good kid. I like him. He's actually at the one of the practice events. I met him. I really like meeting him, but I've seen him and we follow each other on TikTok. And he commented, he's like, unfortunately, I don't think you have enough time in the sport to be coaching people on bull riding or something along the lines of that or something or coaching. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand, but I think you're missing the point. I'm not teaching you how to ride bulls. I have no idea how to ride bulls. Right? Like I can give you basics of what you should do. Because I think the concept's not super hard. Like the basic concepts, get off your pockets, like you're driving with your knees, you're mashing, you're pivoting, you're keeping like your core strength, a lot of hit. Like there's basics that I could maybe give you tips, but I'm not gonna be able to coach you to ride a bull. That's not me. But working out, like I could train people how to work out because there's a lot of people getting into bull riding that are out of shape and they want to do it and they're like, oh, they realize when they get on a bull that I'm fat in the nicest way possible and this isn't advantageous towards being successful in this sport. So now I want to start working out. And they don't know how to work out. A lot of people that bull ride don't really know how to work out. I feel like. But he was like basically like, you don't have no place there.
Yeah, so you're like asking what I think about as far as you doing something like
Yeah.
that, or yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you because I've had people message me at they're like, "Hey, could you coach me and teach me how to ride?" I'm like, first off, I'm brand new. I have only been riding since November, so I can't coach. I said I can give you as many tips from based off my knowledge, but I wouldn't take everything I say to heart. Take it with a grain of salt because I'm still new to the sport. But if it's your first, second ride and it's brand new, I can give you tips on the fundamentals, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of the same thing. Like I had a kid, he's like, "Hey, this was my second ride." I told him a couple things that I thought. Take it for what it's worth. But when it comes to the fitness space of things like that, I've had multiple people ask me about workouts and I've sent them different things they can do. And like you, we've been involved in fitness our entire lives. I mean, not just
Yeah.
playing team sports, but especially after we got out of high school. Like
Well, I learned like
I've been a CrossFit coach for almost 5 years now. I've coached at one gym until I ended up moving and like the owners closed it down, and now I've been coaching at another gym like multiple times a week. I coach. I would say I'm a way better coach. I'm way better at fitness than I ever am, or not yet, but like than I ever have been at bull riding or even close to it. Right. So I've seen other coaches that were really good bull riders and may have been really good bull riders and they're coaching fitness, but I look at them and I'm like, they almost look like they don't know what they're doing as far as the fitness side. And then there's other ones who you can tell they know what they're doing.
yeah.
Um, And I think it's a great thing that they're trying to get fitness involved with bull riding, and it's something that I want to try to do too, because fitness is just a huge part of my life. Even when rodeo's gone and over for me, fitness is always going to be there until the day I die, or I literally can't move anymore, and I know that. So
Yeah, I know. I was just like, I've been like since January, probably doing things to like try because I realized I wasn't in shape. Like I was in wrestling shape, and then I got like really big and gained a lot of weight as far as muscle for the most part, right? And then I got really unflexible and out of like that athletic shape, and then now I've like started to train way better than I even did in high school. Really, like towards being an athlete, right? Like actually, like, and I pulled up. I'm a certified personal trainer too. Like, not to
yeah,
mention, but I pulled up some of my old like CBT stuff on my laptop, and I was like looking through it, and then I've just been doing a ton of research. I've been going to a chiropractor. I've been going to all these people, and I'm like, there's like a definitely a gap in like fitness and bull riding. Like I
yeah,
think
for
there is,
sure. Yeah,
especially because a
I
lot of
think
kids look up to JB and they're like, "Oh, I can just sit on my ass, smoke a cigarette, eat Cheetos, and ride horses, and then I'm gonna be ready to ride bulls." It's
yeah. Well,
like,
you're not JB.
I don't know. You're not JB, and I mean, like, it takes a special person to do that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
like
using
if
muscles involved in bull
yeah,
riding and injury prevention in general. Like, if you want to like just not get hurt,
yeah,
like actually training at lengthened muscle positions and doing things, not just bench pressing. Like, okay, let's do like a
mm-hmm.
really deep freaking chest dip. So you get like full shoulder flexion, start like training your shoulders to take a beating. Same
Yeah,
with like
and
your knees. Like,
I have a lot of kids message me, and it's like, hey, what can I do? And I tell them I like work out. I'm like even just for injury, if you want to have a long career, like work out, and also the cardio aspect. If you guys haven't been a bowler, if you have, I have never seen someone that's been on for longer than 2 seconds not be out of breath after those 2 seconds. Just the adrenaline. One, you're actually working a lot harder while you're in that shoot than you realize, especially if you have a rank bull that's giving you all kinds of problems. I hate that. Like it doesn't bother me mentally, but like physically, you're taxing yourself, right?
yeah,
And then the ride you're taxing yourself. You're getting up and you're trying to get out of the arena. Like it's more than just an 8 second process. I've been out of breath after every single, even if I got bucked off on the first buck and kick. Like I'm still out of breath. So that it's just a different level of cardio, And you
yeah,
watch all the guys in the PBR. They're still working out and they're training. It's probably not a serious like in season. It's a lot more rehab and you know support muscle groups, but a lot of guys don't know what that is. So
yeah. Yeah, I just thought like even for people that are very beginner, like I could help give them a foundation of how to like get into the gym and work out. And even if it wasn't 100% correlated to bull riding, if they just needed a source because a lot of bull riders don't provide that, right? Like there is some like if you guys want, there's what is that guy's name on Facebook that I follow?
oh, I think I follow him too.
Paul Lloyd. Does that sound right?
Yeah, Paul Lloyd. I think that's. I'll double check, but I
That guy's
think
got some
that's
good
right.
stuff, and he's obviously
Yeah,
knows what he's
yeah,
doing.
Paul Lloyd.
And
Shout
that's
out.
like what you guys should be trying to do. Also, I want to
Yeah.
shout out to help get you into bull riding a little bit. I just bought the Joe Frost online school. It was like kind of expensive, but I just wanted to see what it was about. And I'm still really new, and I realized I need to learn more about the sport because when last time I went to ride bulls, my knot was a little messed up, and I couldn't undo it and tie it. And I wasn't
Mm,
gonna do it because I was like, I don't know how. Like I can get through it, but I'm about to be like, I need to be putting my bull rope on, so I'm just gonna ride a bull with like this little messed up part in my knot, which isn't ideal, right? So I was like, I need to learn more, and I bought the school. I just started going through it, but it's like 29 lessons, and it literally walks you from like very basics, how to buy all your gear, where to buy it, what to look for, how to size it, how to put rosin on your rope, different parts of what the rope's called. So it's kind of a cool school. It's $200. But it's just like online, you work at your own pace, and it just teaches you all of the fundamentals of like that's all I've got through so far is like it's talking about spurs right now and how to put them on, different types of spurs, rowels, all that. So, but I think he gets more into like actual foundations for bull riding and how to train at home a little bit. So we'll see. But I think it's a good starting place too potentially.
nice. Yeah, I think that's good. Like even to share on here, you know, um, I guess what should I like? We're here to be super transparent about what we're doing, and like what we're going through and what we're learning. So I'm doing some adjustments on my computer.
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm
Like
like, I
being
don't know if I want to give free
super.
shout outs, you know? Like, I want to, like, make money off this, but I'm like, no, I really just want to help people, like, get into it. I don't really care.
Mhm.
Like, I
Yeah, I
just,
mean that's. I had someone message me who's like I if you guys message me on TikTok, every single message I send is 100% authentic me. I don't copy and paste anything. Like everything I sit in there and type out, and like I don't know, probably 15 or 20 unread messages right now because I work for a few days and I don't get on my phone and then they kind of stack up. But I also want to make sure everything is personal. And I had one kid, he was like, "Why do you take the time to like give me all this info?" And it's like, one, I just really do enjoy helping people. I'll be pretty open about it now on here, but I am a state trooper in Missouri. I can be pretty open about it because everyone that I work with is super supportive. Even my colonel saw me in the colonel, number one, head of the Missouri State Highway Patrol. He was in the locker room with me after we got done working out, and he was in the locker room. He's like, and he follows me on Facebook. He's like, "Oh yeah, you ride bulls, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, I might have to cut this out." He goes, "Oh, that's badass." And I was like, "Okay, so like if number one is cool with it, like I can talk about it, but like." So I work in law enforcement, so I just enjoy helping people. That's what I wanted to do. But then also, as someone, I'm also older. I'm 25, so I feel like I can bridge the gap to younger people without feeling any kind of judgment. Because like those younger kids, there's a lot of ego and stuff there. Because I remember being that age too, right? So I can bridge that gap there. And what else? I can't remember what I was gonna say. I'm
that's a
blanking
good
right
point, though. I
now,
like
but
helping young kids. I don't know why. I was telling my wife about this because I cannot wait to be a dad. I've always liked kids. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I've had younger brothers that are like 10 years younger than me. And I like kind of grew up raised, like helping.
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say raising them by any means. I wasn't raising them, but I was like
Yeah,
more of like a like uncle figure than a brother to them in a sense. And there's this kid Mateo at Coda's, and I think he's 8, 9. But dude, it was
that's
actually
sweet.
super cool. I went up to him like, "Hey, what's your name, dude?" Because I seen him there a couple times, and like nobody really talks to him. I just saw him like standing by himself, and I went over and talked to him, and he's like, "Do you make TikToks?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, I follow you." I'm like, "No way!" It was so cool. It was so cool. And then like he every time he was going out, like I was like trying to pump him up and stuff. It was just fun. Like I like helping really young kids, but I also like I think it's a good point. I think younger kids in general. I guess I'll just say that I work with a lot of like high schoolers, and I think that our age, we're in like that age where we're like can be really cool to the 18-year-olds, right? To the 16-year-olds, the
Yeah,
17-year-olds. Like
we're not
we're
unk
easily
status yet, but we're getting there. You know.
yeah we're easily like able to influence them, right? Like in a good way or a bad way, right? So it's like kind of cool to surround myself, and I enjoy trying to like be the best influence I can when I'm around people that I know are going to be more inclined to be influenced, right? If I'm around another 25-year-old, he don't give a shit, right? He's not influenced by me. Like
Yeah,
an
for sure.
18-year-old might be, right? Because he's just like a cool older brother type figure, right?
Yeah, and like we're right there. Like a lot of this stuff, like they may be going through, whether it have to do with bull riding or not, like may be able to relate to. And like me, what I mind farted on was like us. We found it because you searched up a rodeo school, and that's the only way. Like my dad used to ride, but still, like none of those connections were there. So if I can help somebody connect with somebody else and get them into the sport, that's all I want to do. Because
Yeah.
there's so many people. I mean, so many. I'm sure you got hundreds of messages. I've got hundreds of messages like, "Hey, how do I get into it?" And it's not that hard, but it's kind of hard at the same time. Like, but once you start
Yeah.
making connections, it's easy. So if I can kind of be that middleman, that's something that we didn't have. Like you had to do it on your own. So if I
Yeah.
can be that middleman for somebody, then that's pretty cool. And yeah, I think the age that we're at right now is like out in the arena, we're going to be the old guys, like the new old guys too. But like those kids can relate. I'm never going to say any names on here unless the people, my followers, want to. But like I had a kid message me, he's like, "Hey, I want a bull ride." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Kind of like asking him where he's from and trying to find something near him. He's like, "Yeah, I need this." I'm like, "I'm going through a hard time," and so I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" So like we started talking about this and. He's like, "Nah, you just won't understand. You won't understand." I'm like, "Just tell me, man." Like, I was like, as a man, you need to talk. Like, like you can't just bottle this stuff up. Like, it's not gonna work. And he's like, "Oh, my girlfriend cheated on me." I'm like, "Brother, I've been there too. Like, like I have been there, right? Girlfriends cheat, boyfriends cheat on girls for the girls that are listening. Like the stuff happens, and being able to be like, that wasn't that long ago when I was in high, like it seems like a lot long, and then when you put it in
Yeah,
years, it's like, oh yeah, you guys are older, but like in the long span of life, like it wasn't that long ago where we were like in those situations or dealing with that kind of stuff where the majority of bull riders are right now.
yeah,
So even if it isn't bull riding, if it can be life related, um, I I know so I know too many people who have committed suicide, men, women, just for dealing with life. And so even if these young kids come to us and like that example, hopefully I don't think that individual is thinking about that kind of stuff. But if someone can see my TikTok about bull riding and then message me about bull riding and then it turns into something like that, then I think that's part of it too. It's not just for us to be mentors here for bull riding; it's just also mentors for young men and young women. You know,
yeah. I like that. All right, let's end this with like, what do you think of like? Should we create like a WhatsApp or like a group chat that people can just join from TikTok and then they can message both of us?
I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know exactly how to do that. I don't have a
Yeah.
WhatsApp. I don't know if like TikTok. I know you can make like groups on TikTok,
Mm.
right? Um, because honestly, like if hopefully if you guys are listening, if you guys follow us, like I try to be pretty good about responding to people's messages. But when you start getting like big groups, it can get pretty difficult. Like I added into a couple like group chats of like guys that were rodeoing and like sent videos, which is cool. I loved it. But it gets to the point where it's like you have 650 unread messages, and like I'm not gonna go back and read all those. But if
Yeah.
we can create a community type thing where people can chat, maybe, and obviously if you say some inappropriate things, dumb things, you're hating on people, you're out. We just want love and peace, baby.
Or maybe we would just create
Good
like
vibes.
a whatever message platform. We just create a Show Me Rodeo one, and then we both have access to it. So when they reach out, they will reach out to one of us will ever respond. Whoever gets to it
Yeah,
first.
yeah. If you're listening to this, go follow the
Chat.
Show Me Rodeo TikTok. We need to start posting on there more. We've both been kind of just grinding on our personal accounts, trying to grow that, because that seems to be what's working for us right now. And I think something that's super important with this is like last weekend our schedules just didn't line up. And so we missed a week, and hopefully that doesn't happen too often, but it can happen. And other things in life can be more important, but I think it's important for us not to overwhelm ourselves with certain amount of things to do, right? Like we were talking, like people are like want to buy the patches, and as much as I would love to create a website tonight and get the patches online tomorrow for people to buy and start ordering them, it's just not going to happen right now, right? So being able to have the foot on the gas but know where the brakes at, and
Yeah.
not burn ourselves out and get too ahead of ourselves, because honestly, like it was pretty easy these past, I guess, winter months to like, I guess, grind, I guess, for me. But I got my first event this weekend. And then after that, it's with work. It's going to be busy over the summer. And then also trying to hit up rodeos and hopefully make more content. Um, might have to be more of a thing. But
Yeah.
got my first event this week. I'm pretty pumped about it.
Well, you want to end that there?
Yeah.
But you got your reversed what this weekend?
First bull riding event, baby.
Are you doing the rodeo?
Yep.
That's this
So it
weekend?
is. So it's this weekend. So it's gonna be my first rodeo, but I'm gonna put quotations around rodeo because we can't win any money. So it's a member welcome day for the rodeo
It's a
association I'm
mock
going to be
rodeo.
riding in. So it's a rodeo, but it's just for all the members. Um, it's like a welcome day, so you can't win any money, but you do get points towards like the finals. But it's like a member day where we're all the new members of the association. So it's going to be my first legit, like, show up, you get one ride and you better make it count. It's not a practice pen. And
Hell
we got,
yeah.
like, I was reading through the rule book late or earlier. So there's dress
That's
code and
cool.
everything. They're not enforcing the dress code too strict, they said, but it's still
Yeah.
pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped about it. So,
That's pretty cool, dude. That's
yeah.
exciting. That's actually
Yeah.
awesome. Like I mean, it's basically a mock rodeo. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah. I mean, that's what it is. They call
basically
it
a
like just
rodeo without the wager behind it.
yeah, I guess.
But
Yeah,
really,
but
there's
I
still a
mean, there's
wager
still
of like who's better as far as bragging rights, right? It's still a competition because we all have egos. And then two,
Oh, for
your
sure. It's
points.
definitely gonna. I think it's gonna help set the tone for the year.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's gonna be pretty cool because I had told them to like the people like because I had to call in like they didn't normally most rodeos if you guys don't know like if the rodeo's on a Saturday or Sunday you have to call in like that week or the 2 weeks before to reserve your spot like give them your name and stuff. So I did my first call in. That was pretty cool. It's super simple. I just called the phone number and they're like. They say their association. I'm like, yep, Collin Nichols. They're like, what event? I'm like, open bull riding. They're like, all right, we'll see you there. And that way they just know how much stock they're getting. I'm like, oh, I just did my first call and let's
That's
go.
crazy.
So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Sydney's gonna come down with me, and
Hell yeah, you'll have to tell her to record as much as she
yeah,
can.
I will. I'm gonna try to bring my camera. I know they have a photographer there. It's actually the same one. I don't know if we'll be able to get it on this, but we have like an intro now, and it's actually the same photographer that shot the video of that bull getting loaded into the chute. That's our intro, so she'll be there taking pictures and maybe videos too. So that'll be cool.
That's cool.
But
Cool.
yeah, I
We'll
guess we
end
can
it
end it on
there
that.
and leave on the
Yeah.
suspense
Oh,
of
you want
next
to?
time we'll hear about Colin's experience.
Yeah. So this Thursday, you got to get to know a little bit about us, our pet peeves. What else did we talk about? Pet
Gotcha.
peeves, our
Little
favorite
information.
food, basically steaks, and then just some
Social media
intro
pet peeves.
stuff. Yeah, social media pet peeves. Don't just sign up for a rodeo. Get in
Yeah.
contact with one of us. Even if we don't know somebody, we can point you in the direction. So, follow Collin Nichols, Trevor Seeley on TikTok. Follow Show Me Rodeo. Subscribe to the YouTube where we be posting these. Hopefully, have a Spotify soon. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll just see how Riverside. That's where we use to shoot. That makes it easy for us. So, thanks for listening, guys.
Cool.